host, Dr. Kristie Ennis, physical therapist, certified strength and conditioning specialist, and nutritionist. Please bear with me if there are any technical issues here. This is a video I'm doing all on my own. So excited though to be offering a full-length core workout today, right here at beautiful Studio 151 Fitness in Laconia, New Hampshire. We're really going to be focusing on those abs and butt and hips and even some of those low back muscles. I also really wanted to give a very special thank you to Lance Hempstead, Amy and Diana Recchio, Lisa Wally, and Deb Notkin for their wonderful support of my Patreon page. Thanks guys so much. I really appreciate it. And if anyone else wants to support my page and my YouTube channel, I'll link that down below in the show notes for today. You do not need any equipment for this workout. I'm not going to use any, as a matter of fact. My legs and my arms are a little bit sore. If you want more of a challenge with this, all you need to do is grab a band and some light weights. The band will go above the knees. And then you can just use those dumbbells, obviously, in your hands. Again, remember, you don't need to use any equipment at all to still get a kick butt, haha, pun intended, workout here this morning. So go ahead, feet about shoulder to hip width apart. Nice deep breath in as those arms come overhead, and exhale as the arms come down. Inhale overhead, exhale, arms come down. This time we're going to go into a little bit of a plie. So turn those toes out about 45-degree angle, breathe in, come down into that plie as those arms cross. Breathe in again, breathe out, arms crossed. This time as you come up, come right up onto those toes. And then right back down into that plie. Good. Keep going with that. Up on those toes. Hold it, hold it, hold it. A little shaky here. Good for the calves too. Awesome. And come back down. Hands are going to rest a little bit above the knees. Press those knees open over the toes. And we're alternating, dropping one shoulder in. And then fixing my microphone, which wasn't working, and then alternating the other shoulder in. Good. Might feel a little snap, crackle, and pop in that spine, but we're really loosening up that spine, especially the middle of the spine as we do this one. Good. Again, keep those knees wide open. Bend it forward. You might need to bend into those knees a little more. And now what you're going to do is go ahead and try to straighten gently. It's okay if you don't get your leg all the way straight. Just trying to loosen up, create a little bit more movement in through those hips. Few more repetitions here. From here, you can have a slight bend in your knees if you need it. Placing that right hand down, rotating that left arm up to the sky. Turn your head to face that left arm only if it feels good. If it doesn't feel good, put your head right back down. There's not a problem with that. And you may vary from side to side and day to day as you're starting to do this one as well. Really pause and breathe in here. Place that left hand down. Right arm opens up towards the ceiling, and again, let that head follow if it feels okay. Otherwise, keep that head pointing straight down. And then slowly and with control, we're going to roll right on up. Roll those shoulders back a few times. And again, here we go. We're going to stay a little bit wider. And we're going to alternate lunging side to side here, stretching out those inner thighs. Really think about pressing that butt back as you switch from side to side. Hands stay in the middle, stretching into that inner thigh. Nice. Good. We're going to bring it a little bit closer together, feet about shoulder to hip width apart again. And this time, arms are going to come out in front as you squat down. You want to make sure that you squeeze into those shoulder blades and sit that butt back. So I'm reaching my arms forward, but I'm not hiking my shoulders as I go. And that's really important for this one. Sit down and back up. There we go. Nice. Again, now we're loosening up, getting those glutes activated even a little bit more than before. Almost there with this one. Good. Keep those hands right in the center. Make sure that butt stays back. Keep that core activated. And up and down on those heels. Both heels rising here. Notice nothing else, or hopefully nothing much else is moving besides those heels coming up and down. I'm not shaking back and forth or letting my hips really move. Rotating now to that right side. Try to get that tricep to the outside of that right thigh. Inhale in the middle as you raise your arms up. And then exhale to twist to the other side. Arms up. Rotate and twist. Arms up. Rotate and twist. Arms up again. Rotate and twist. Up. Twist. Up. Hold it. There we go. Back into that little bit of a squat there. From here, we're going to take that leg, make sure you keep that butt down, and we're going to tap one leg out to the side and the other. So we're alternating legs here, but notice that the leg that isn't moving really isn't moving. So you want to try to stay nice and steady. Don't let your butt creep up, and don't let that hip that's not moving walk back and forth. Here we are, in and out, in, out, out. Good. In, out, out. In, out, out. In, out, out. No wobbling here. Make sure, again, that you're not shifting those hips from side to side. You're obviously going to have some movement because we're moving our feet and our leg, but you don't want to have that lean or wobble as you're doing this one. That's it. Good. And then open those knees apart. So side step it to the squat, side squat to the side, open those knees. Side step, open. Try to stay low here again as you go. Try not to come out of that squat. If it's bothering your knees for any reason though, definitely come up a little higher. You can even do this one with straight legs if you need to, if it's bothering your knees in any way, shape, or form. Otherwise, step it to the side, open those knees, step it to the side, open those knees. Obviously with a band, you'll get a little bit more resistance here too. Keep that right leg steady now as you shift that left leg back. Right leg not doing a darn thing except really working the glutes hard because you're stabilizing in there. Tap it back and forward, back, together, back, together, back, together, back. And we're turning into a lunge. I'm just turning to the side so you guys can see what I'm doing here. We're gonna keep that chest up and pulse it down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, that knee stays bent. And you're gonna lift just that front heel for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Stay in that lunge for me. And this time, you're going to bring that knee forward into a little kick and then back down. If you're holding weights, you can go ahead and add a little bicep curl here too. Obviously, you can do that bicep curl if you're not holding weights too. If the balance on this one is tricky for you, you can go ahead and just do a knee raise instead of adding that kick. If the lunge is too much, just step back instead of lunging back, and you'll still be engaging in all of those muscles. That's it. Keep it going. Good. Rest in that lunge. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, we're going to straighten that back leg out. We don't want to hike our shoulders. We're going to bring our arms forward again. But we want to shift our chest forward, shift that right hip back. So notice I have a flat back as I'm doing this. That right leg, as I fall a little bit, that right leg is the one doing the work. As you come back, it's the left hip flexor, so the front of that hip that's stretching out. So really reach and then really press that left hip. So reach forward, right leg's working, back, and that left hip presses. So keep it going. You should be feeling some nice burn right about now. Again, really reaching, but watch that shoulder hike, which is why you're not going to reach your arms super duper far in front of you. Good. Keep that hip pressing forward now. Arms are going to come up. You're going to grab onto that left wrist and then go ahead and bend to that right side, really stretching out that left hip flexor. Should feel good, not painful, and not like you're doing this intense exercise right now. So be gentle and kind and careful with yourself as you're starting to go through. Arms come back and down. Staying into that lunge, we're going to use that front leg to bring us up and forward. You can bring your hands out to the side if you need to for some more balance, or hold on to something for balance. And then we're coming right into that single leg deadlift, dropping right back into that lunge. And back into that deadlift. So that was 2. Here's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. At 10, we're going to hold it forward there. 8. Adding a little tricep too if you want. 9. 10. Holding, holding, holding. Woohoo! Notice why I'm a little shaky too. All right, we're going to take and we're circling that left hip. Right leg is still not moving. We're going to go 10 in one direction. And then we're switching directions for 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try not to let that leg drop. There's 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right, you're going to go ahead and place those hands on the hips and take a little bend backward. Just stretch out a tiny bit before we get to that other side. And now we get to have some butt burn in that other leg too. So back into that squat. Left leg stays still as that right leg steps back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Turning into that lunge again. You guys don't have to turn to the side. I just am so you can see me. So pulsing it down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Again, I'm going to keep my chest forward here. Squeeze into those shoulder blades. Bringing that knee up, kicking forward as long as it feels okay. Otherwise, just that little knee raise. There's 3, 4. Again, adding that bicep curl in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Good. We're pulsing it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straightening out that back leg a little bit. Again, squeezing into those shoulder blades, arms come forward. Left hip pushes back, chest stays up and back is flat as we reach it forward. And then come back up, press that right hip forward, reach it, and press. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Arms overhead, grabbing onto that right wrist, reaching over to that right side, stretching out that right hip flexor. Yay, feels good. Okay, bringing that foot a little closer, dropping back down into that lunge. Hands in prayer position or out to the side wherever you need them. We can add that little tricep in too. Using that front leg, coming forward right into that deadlift. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we're holding it down at 10, don't forget, 8, 9, here we go, remember we're holding it, there's 10, circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, my butt hurts, 8, 9, 10, there goes my balance, other way, 1, 2, 3, you can bend your knee if you need to, 4, 5, 6, try not to rotate, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew, again. So let's stretch it out a little bit here. Go ahead and we're going to get some ab work done down onto the mat too in a little while, but we need to do some side stuff first. So lunging out to that side, stick that butt back, knee comes up, and arm raises. So left knee raise, right arm press. There's 3. You can use those hand weights still too. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now hold it down into that lunge. That right straight leg is going to lift right up, but that left leg is going to stay right steady. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woohoo! Back to the middle. We had to shift over to that other side. So into that lunge with that right knee is going to raise, left arm is going to press. Make sure you really sit those hips back in that side lunge and keep that left leg nice and straight. Here's 4, although I'm a terrible counter, so I may have messed up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, hold it over there, lifting that straight left leg out. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. That was a really, really good workout. Again, get some water if you need to too. I'm going to pull the mat back a little bit just so you guys can hopefully see me well, but we're going to go right down onto our backs. The first thing we want to do is really find that neutral spine position. Oh, sorry. Nope, we're stretching. You're going to cross that left ankle over that right knee. Bring that right thigh up towards your chest if you can. Otherwise, you can bring that left knee just across towards your right shoulder and keep that right foot down. Now I'm going to stay with that stretch where I lift my thigh. So we're stretching out these glutes now that we've just worked really hard. And again, this is supposed to feel good. You don't want to have pain as you're doing these things now. There's good pain, right, which is really working those muscles hard. And then there's the gentle, soft relaxation part of stretching. And we're not done working yet, but we are going to give those muscles that just worked really hard a little break. So crossing that right ankle over that left thigh, same idea, bring that left thigh up toward the chest. Or if that doesn't feel good, hand on the outside of that left thigh, not the knee, and bring that knee towards that left shoulder. I'm going to go back to lifting just that left thigh up. Circling that ankle a little because I can't stop moving my feet. Really focus in on your breathing here. This is the time to kind of down train a little bit. Get uncrossing those legs. Let's find that neutral spine position. You can take a couple pelvic tilts back and forth and then find your happy medium, which is going to be different for everybody because our spines are not built the same. So whatever position is actually comfortable on your back is where you want to stay. All right, so it doesn't matter if it's flattened to the ground. If that doesn't feel comfortable, that's not where your back belongs. And you really want to make sure that you keep that torso right where it is. So as those legs start to move, nothing in the middle moves. Belly button is gently pulled in. We're going to take a breath in and exhale one leg to tabletop. Breath in and exhale that other leg to tabletop without pushing those tummy muscles out. That's important too. Alternating, tapping down towards the ground without tilting that spine, and really make sure that you're extending down from the hip, not just bending that knee. I have my shoulder blades pressed down into the mat as well. And it's okay if you don't reach the ground. Remember, form is the most important thing here. Good, a couple more. Awesome, arms are going to come out to the side, palms up. Squeeze those shoulder blades in. Rotate over to the side while keeping that left shoulder blade down. Inhale in the middle. Exhale to the other side. Make sure that right shoulder blade stays down. Alternating back and forth here. Checking my mic again, which is why I'm doing this voiceover right now for you guys, because it just wasn't working. But we're breathing, rotating. Inhale in the middle. Exhale to the side and multitask. No, just kidding. Don't try not to multitask as you do these things here. Back and forth. Awesome. You should really feel a good hip opening as well as those abdominal muscles pulling you back into the middle here. And now is where I'm going to tell you to take a break of water because I am trying to fix my microphone and the internet and everything on top of it because there's so much use right now. All right, I hope you guys were able to hear at least some of this. It looks like it turned off on part of it, so I'm very sorry, but you can at least see what I'm doing too. On both ends, actually. Legs back up into the sky. This time, arms are going to come overhead. You're going to straighten that right leg out as that left arm comes overhead, and then back to the middle. And then we're alternating here. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Keep those arms right where they are. And because the volume seems to be going in and out, I'll try to do a voiceover so that when I post this later, hopefully the audio will be available with it too. We're going to go squeeze into those thighs. You're going to straighten both legs out as both arms come overhead, but watch how low you're bringing those legs. Make sure that you're keeping that spinal alignment in mind. There's 2. Same thing as your arms go overhead. Don't let that rib cage move. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and at 10 you're going to hold it with those legs out. Hold those legs out. Now see if you can drop one leg just a tiny bit more and back up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, don't push that belly out, 7, so if you have to bring those legs up higher, you can, 8, 9, and 10. Bring those weights down if you're using them, hands back out to the side. Bend those knees again. We're going to rotate on. One leg is going to extend, and then the other leg extends, and then pulling back to the middle, and then one leg and other leg. There's 2. Remember, don't let those shoulder blades pop up. 3, 4, 5, one more, and 6. Good. Hands are going to go behind the head. We're going to, as long as it's okay on your neck, you're going to think about tucking that chin back, looking straight up towards the ceiling. Keep those elbows open, lead from those lower abdominals, and then you can go ahead and lift up a little bit. If that bothers your neck at all, put that head right back down, and then we're alternating those bicycle legs right here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Keep that head up if you can. This time we're going to add a little rotation. Do not yank that head or that elbow towards that opposite knee. Think about pulling in from those obliques. So here we go. I'm going to straighten out that right leg as my right elbow goes towards my left knee. So there's 1, nice and slow and controlled here. 2, 3, again, you can always keep your head down if you need to. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. From here, let's give those knees a little hug, give those hips a break a little bit, give those abs a tiny little bit of a break. Feel free to swing your feet around, circle your ankles, whatever feels good there.